15-year-old Wally West is sprinting through the desert covered in unstable lightning ripping out of his body, his mind transporting to 2 nights ago when Barry Allen showed him his secret lab for Project Olympus until Wally's dad, Colonel West, dragged him home. Now the rogues are hunting him, and just when he hides, he's thrown back to the night everything went wrong. The fight with his dad and leaving home, leading to Barry shouting at him to run as the machine explodes and mysterious beams rip Wally apart, turning him into pure chaotic energy. Back in the present, he blames himself for Barry's death until boomerangs lock onto him, forcing him to run as a real speedster for the first time before Captain Cold freezes his foot mid-dash, and out of panic, Wally detonates in a flash identical to the one that killed Barry. Trapped in a containment bubble, he bursts free, outruns Glider, and starts fracturing between past and future, seeing his mother, his potential future as a hero, and his potential future as a monster, although he also sees Barry's melted corpse constantly begging for his help. Then Absolute Grodd appears, links their minds, and calms Wally long enough to fight off the rogues again and bury Barry's body in the caverns. At a youth shelter run by Ralph Dibny, Wally meets Linda, another runaway who shares her food while his metabolism burns faster than a normal teen's should. But when Grodd calls, he follows him into the sewers where he finds Project Heatwave, the former rogue Mick Rory, now a hulking lava-like creature. Wally tries to help but accidentally hurts him, sending Heatwave rampaging toward the surface until Grodd reminds Wally he can still save him, so the new Absolute Flash drains Heatwave's flames into himself, and suddenly his mind falls into a black void where an ethereal hand, one that looks like Darkseid's, tries to pull him in before he snaps out of it to find Mick human again, but they can't stay as Dr. Thawne's helicopters close in. Colonel West himself had been suspicious of Thawne and Barry when they turned the rogues, who had no choice, into weapons using alien tech they'd hidden in Fort Fox. The Colonel tried to investigate the tech, but right as Wally finally picks up his call, Thawne captures him and breaks his phone. Wally, exhausted and starving, steals food during a storm, passes out, and wakes in a cell with Grodd missing until the rogues show up with a deal. He goes along with them and they track Grodd together. With some food in his stomach, Wally heads into the eye of the storm and finds Project Wizard controlling it, hurling lightning and tornadoes at him, screaming that Barry turned him into this monster and that Barry's death was no accident. Wally absorbs the lightning strike, supercharges himself, and knocks Wizard out, clearing the sky as the storm dies. Realizing none of them want to go back to Fort Fox, the rogues and Wally West make a truce, the start of something dangerously heroic.